Big old 540 big block. We just put some fast fuel injection on it, got it all wired and plugged. We're gonna give her a shot here.
This is Evan right here, and this is his Tahoe we just got done building. What year is this thing, Evan?
97.
97 Tahoe. Obviously, we just did a solid axle swap on it, and this is the first OBS that we decided to try one of the newer model Super Duty axles in. And we convinced Evan it was a good idea, and he said, what the hell, go for it.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea. So, as you look down here, this is a 05 and up Ford Super Duty front axle. And Evan called us and said, hey Trevor, what do you think?
I like to party.
He says he likes to party. And what kind of axles do you want to put in there, Evan?
What's the strongest ones they make, Trevor?
Yeah, so we ended up putting RCVs in there, reed knuckles. This is 2-inch quarter wall, heavy duty tie rod, PSC hydro assist. Actually has 1.25 inch heims on the tie rod with 1-inch bolts, 7/8 heims on the drag length. This is our crossover steering arm. So this is a kit we're kind of proofing out for the OBS trucks.
And you made that cross member.
Built it's got the first 3-piece cross member in there. We'll kind of walk around and see that. So right now it's running 12-inch Fox coilovers, 2.5-inch remote reservoir, air bumps, our radius arm kit, and it's basically ready to party. What do we have in here? Is it 513 gears?
Yeah.
513 gears?
No, 48, sorry.
Or 48 gears. We went with a E-locker in the front, and we'll walk around here and kind of show you some of the stuff. So, as you come here from the side, you can see our shock towers, frame plates, the track bar brackets tucked in right down there. One of the cool things on the lower control or upper control arm, we put the air bump pad on there so it hits right there. You can see 1410 front CV driveline. As you crawl underneath here, you can take a peek at the cross member. So the cross member is all 1/4-inch material. It comes in 3 pieces, so the center drops out to do transmission swaps, stuff like that. It's all bolt in. We did have to modify it a little bit to fit the Atlas transfer case. It has the Atlas in this behind a full manual valve body turbo 400. What gear ratio Atlas do you have?
4-to-1.
It's a 4.3 Atlas. And then if you take a look at the back, you can see it has the rear Sterling 11 or 10.5 that came out of the same Super Duty truck. And it has 2-inch D release springs with a WFO shackle reversal. And you can see the torque arm hiding there on the other side of the driveline. You run around to the back here, you peek up, you can see the shackle reversal, or the shackle flip. So that's our WFO shackle flip. So with the 2-inch Devers and the shackle flip gaining about 5 inches of lift, it's about 7 inches on this rig. You can see one of the 3-inch exhausts coming out. Peek in here, you can see where the torque arm mounts to the axle. So we have it half on the axle tube and half on the housing so that we can keep it from spinning the tube out of the housing. Then if you look up underneath there, you can kind of see the whole torque arm work your way up and down there. 2-inch quarter wall material on the lower, 1.5 quarter on the upper, big 1.25 heim. We gusseted the factory cross member to hold the upper shackle for the torque arm. This thing's sitting on, what tires are these, Evan?
42-inch TSL SX2s.
On Battleborn beadlocks.
Battleborn 17-inch beadlocks.
Pretty much got to put swampers on a rig like this. Hey Evan, once you pop the hood, let's show them what's underneath the hood of this bad boy. And you're going to have to talk about this thing because I don't know anything about it. There she is.
This is a GM 502 block, has a SCAT 540 forged rotating assembly, long rod. With Brodix, big Brody heads, full roller, everything.
And then it has fast fuel injection, right?
Yeah, fast 2.0 fuel injection, CVF, full rotating belt assembly, everything. It
Shakes the
headers
party.
are from who knows.
Basically, it's ready to peel out.
Should be 650 horse conservatively. Should have about 800 foot-pounds.
So basically, Evan said he wanted to put his Winter Performance reverse manual valve body shifter in and for us to build a console. So we designed the party console. We think this is pretty American.
You build to fit the customer. You know.
And obviously, this is for after you're done four-wheeling. You know, when you're sitting in camp, right, Evan?
Yep.
Right, Evan?
Absolutely.
Okay. But it's all the ergonomics are designed, to work just perfectly.
Brand specific.
The drain holes in the bottom, for instance, for when you spill, it drains out.
In case it sweats.
Yep. And notice there's room around the beer cans, so when you put your koozies, it still fits. And basically, if you do this and you flip this forward, there's all your controls right there. So ignition, fuel pump, fired up, ready to go. So, as they said on the original Crusty Demons of Dirt, hey Seth, there's no blood in the picture. Well, my deal is, hey, there's no mud in the picture, Evan. Let's do this.
All right.